Guys, hit that like button if you would like the next week of school completely off. Just a relaxing week to watch spooky movies, eat candy, and all of that. Who knows? It might just happen. Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, listen up. There is some crazy stuff happening on the map, and it all has to do with the Galactus Event. We are going to investigate a bunch of clues, a bunch of leaks, and give you all of the info on this event that is going to be happening, and it is leading up to be the craziest event we have ever had. Now with that being said guys, we are so close to 2 million subscribers, so help me get there. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications to be a part of the under 2 million club. You do not want to miss out. Also, if you want to help support the channel, be sure to use code TheLlamaSir in the item shop as an epic partner that helps support the channel, and I appreciate it a ton. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Guys, something interesting was just found that is kind of crazy. So before we hop onto the map with this important stuff, this leads into that, but basically according to Fort Tory, something was leaked within the files that is super interesting. He says new Galactus sound files added, and he also put up a video of these specific sounds. So yeah, again, they're just ambient sounds, nothing like super crazy. What's more interesting is that it is in direct correlation to Galactus. Alright guys, hopping into game here, let's take a look at two main things I want to look at on the map itself that are very important for the Galactus live event. And then we'll hop into some other super important stuff. And like, first of all, here I want to take note of something. The map challenges table has been updated. You've probably seen this, but we'll circle around back to it and explain some secrets that you may not have noticed about it. But for this, we're just going to go into Battle Lab first of all. Here we are on the map itself, and again, there's two things we need to take a look at, and let's just respawn at the hub and then go over to Holly Hedges. Now, this first one you may already know about, but it's just important setup for the more new findings that have just recently been discovered. And speaking of the first thing, it's basically that glow up there. It's changed up, or has been changed up in the recent update. Now, obviously, we can't really see too much all the way over here just with our eyes, so we need to get something to help us take a closer look. Now obviously that's probably going to be a sniper rifle, so let's go around. Probably going to take a little bit to find one. Oh, we got a rare chest. What's going to be inside of here? A sniper? Oh, that's a scar. I know what might help. Throwing an absolute ton of friendly bots to go search around for loot. Come on, my squad of defaults. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to throw that. One of them's up there now. Look at how many we got around here. Will they dance if I dance? All right, what about this? Oh my gosh, look at all the dancing defaults. Let's go. You guys aren't helping me find stuff though. All right, enough distractions. We got to actually go and find a sniper. Oh, there we go. I almost didn't see it under the bandage bazooka, but we finally got a sniper. So let's go back. I mean, we don't have to be super close, but let's take a look at this glowing thing up here. And as you can tell, if we zoom in a little bit more here, that is Galactus. Galactus is heading towards the map, and considering that we can already see him, he is going to be gigantic. Like, I wonder how tall he's going to be. Is he going to be like 10 stories tall? Also, I think it's interesting that the glow is actually his eyes. Now, also guys, something that was recently discovered with that was a leaked image within the files. So according to iFiremonkey, he was able to find this right here, which is basically the object or image that is used for what we are seeing in the sky, and you can get a very clear look at all of the details here, what Galactus is going to look like when we fight him. But I'm ready for this battle. Are you guys ready? On top of that, something even more intriguing is the code name for this. Apparently within the files, it is called Distant Object 2, implying that there is a distant object number 1, but I'm assuming that the first object was probably just the glow in the sky without Galactus around it, that like big red glow or star or whatever you want to call it. That was probably the first one, but what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. But with that being said, that leads me into the next thing I want to show you on the map, which has to do with the carrier over there. So we need to go all the way up there to explore, and to do that we're going to need to do a little glitch here in Battle Lab. Wait a second, has this always been here? I just noticed this giant basketball hoop. Oh my gosh. Can we make a basketball shot? Come on.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. One more right here. That's going to be in. Let's go, guys. All the way from, oh my gosh. Now, I'm not going to show you too much about the glitch. Okay, what the? That was weird. That was like a separate glitch. Because it's super simple. You basically just hop into Battle Lab, grab a boat, and then for some reason, you can just drive over to the air carrier and build up to it. And like, as you can see, it puts you into first person at one point, which is just super weird. But you just keep on going until you get up there. So first things first, this is kind of a small thing to take note of, but if you look right here, you'll see these windows. Those are actually the same exact windows from the Battle Pass lobby, which may be a little bit obvious, but it is still a cool thing to take note of. So we're definitely using the carrier for something, and we'll circle around back to that here later in the video. There's some important stuff to go over. But the main thing I wanted to show you on the carrier is if we fly up here and take a look at inside of the main control building on the ship. Now we need to look around a little bit. There's all of these panels with different things on them. We've talked about how they talk a little bit on them, but you can't actually understand what they're saying. Now it's not down here. It's probably on the top floor. Oh, here it is. I already found it. Let's go. As you can see, guys, there is an eye patch sitting on this desk right here, which is very peculiar because, as you guys may remember, there is a character in the Marvel universe that has an eye patch. His name is Nick, oh my gosh, what's his last name? I'm like forgetting it. Either way, he's this character right here. He wears this eye patch. So he is likely going to be a skin and help us fight against Galactus, which is just even more confirmation that this ship is going to be used for the battle against Galactus, wherever he is in the sky over there. Oh, there he is, right over there. That means we'll also finally be able to get inside of this vault and everything like that. So yes, guys, the carrier is going to be very important for this event, not only with the stuff we found on the map, but also according to a bunch of leaked files. Like, for example, one of the most important leaks that was just recently found was found by Mango, and it is basically an updated spot for where the Heli Carrier is going to be on the map itself when it eventually moves. That's right, according to him, he says, breaking, Heli Carrier POI in-game. The Heli Carrier has been moved to the area in between Stark Industries and Retail Row. It is much lower, and you can see that the battle bus flies over it, making it a great landing place. Now, this isn't in-game quite yet, but it will be soon. And as you can see, here are a bunch of pictures, and obviously, it does in fact show how close the carrier is to the map itself, making it a lot easier to actually get up there than the previous leaked images that were found like earlier in the season. Not only that, you also see like the battle bus, as he said, goes over it, so you could like land there and get loot. And I would figure that it's close enough that you could probably build up a little bit and get caught in the wind turbines and fly up to it like we did when we built up to it in Battle Lab earlier in the video. So yeah, again, considering that this is a new POI and moved to the map, well, eventually going to be moved to the map, it definitely is very likely going to be used in the Galactus event as a spot to fight against him. There's all of these things adding up as like ways to fight a giant enemy like Galactus, because he is a giant character. If you look up Galactus's height, online at least, it says he's around like 28 feet, I think 9 inches in the Marvel lore, but I think he's going to be taller considering that the comic itself shows him a lot bigger. So again, we're going to need different ways to fight a giant enemy, and the carrier is a perfect thing to use. So for sure, that's some important stuff. And speaking of which, also according to Mango, something crazy was just recently found that also has to do with this event and how we're going to like get around during it. He also put up this tweet right here. A new Cosmos jetpack is in the works. Might be related to the Iron Man jetpacks I announced last update, or it could be for the new LTM or something else. And then you've got a bunch of stats for the jetpack. Well, specifically the Cosmos one. You've got different fuel reserve, fuel burn rate, and that in and of itself is super interesting because it is set to 0, meaning that it never runs out of fuel, as it should with a jetpack. But again, that's super intriguing because as this likely is going to be used for is the event LTM for when we fight Galactus. I mean, why else would it be nicknamed the Cosmos jetpack, considering that Galactus himself is coming like from the cosmos? You look in the trailer and he's got like all these stars and stuff behind him. It's got to be for that event, and also part of how we're going to fight him considering how tall he is going to be. Not only that, guys, Mango then later tweeted, well, it's not for the LTM. A Cosmos game queue was also added with some interesting zapper weapon and lightning particle effects from Save the World, but they have been added to Battle Royale. Now this could also be related to Fortnitemares, but personally I just think it would fit in with the Galactus event very well, so that's my personal guess, but it could be for either one. But let's hop back into like the Battle Pass lobby here and take a closer look at the table that was recently updated in the 14.30 update. Now obviously again it does look a ton different, but there are two main things to take note of. The one is a little bit more easy to tell, and that is basically this imminent threat icon that shows up towards the top right in red, and basically if you cycle back and forth between the challenges menu and the main Battle Pass menu, you can clearly tell that that is in fact Galactus. Now considering that he is an imminent threat, that means that he's going to be arriving on the map very soon. Not only that, it was also leaked within the files some clearer images of the, well, image that is used for this, and you can see like the full render of what Galactus is going to look like, at least how the model looks. Not only that, there's also a separate model that can be found with the arms to the side. Not sure why that's there, but it's intriguing. If you guys have ideas, leave them down below in the comments. Now also, something else that I find very interesting is all of the other planets that are flying around here. Now granted, we don't know too much about why that would be. It could just be the planets that are floating around the Fortnite universe, but considering that we don't know if we're technically on Earth in Fortnite lore, do those planets mean anything interesting? Again, if you guys have ideas, leave them down below in the comments. I just feel like it's an odd thing to add. Maybe he's going to be using during this event other planets to like gain power. I don't know. What do you guys think? But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Help me get to 2 million subscribers. And on top of that, be sure to check out some of my previous videos on the screen right now, such as going over a bunch of free rewards that you can get in the game. But again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.